Military budgets don't tell you who wins wars. Training, experience, technology, and willingness to fight do. I analyzed recent conflicts, actual combat performance, and strategic capabilities to rank the 10 most powerful militaries in the world right now. Number 10, Turkey. Here's why they're on this list. They've been actively fighting in Syria, Libya, and Nagorno-Karabakh for years. Their drone program changed modern warfare. The Bayraktar TB2 drone proved so effective that countries around the world started copying the design. Turkey showed that cheap, effective drones can destroy expensive tanks and air defense systems. They've turned theory into battlefield results, and that earns respect. Plus, Turkey has the second largest standing army in NATO with over 400,000 active troops. They're not just big, they're experienced. Their soldiers have been in continuous combat operations for a decade. That's more real war experience than most NATO countries combined. Number 9, South Korea. They live with the constant threat of North Korea, which means their entire military is built around one mission: be ready to fight tomorrow. Every male citizen serves in the military. Their training is intense, their equipment is cutting edge, and they've integrated advanced technology faster than almost anyone. South Korea's K-2 Black Panther tank is one of the most advanced in the world. Their K-9 Thunder self-propelled artillery is used by multiple countries. And their defense industry is booming because they build weapons that actually work in combat scenarios, not just on paper. Number 8, France. Don't let their small population fool you. France has been actively fighting in Africa for decades. Mali, Chad, Niger, Burkina Faso. French troops are currently deployed in combat operations right now, which means their military isn't theoretical. They're the only European country with a real nuclear-powered aircraft carrier, giving them global reach that most nations can't match. France also has nuclear weapons, one of the best special forces units in the world, and experience managing coalition operations. When Europe needs military leadership, France steps up because they're one of the few countries that maintain the ability to fight wars independently. Number 7, Japan. Wait, Japan? Yes, Japan has rebuilt its military into one of the most technologically advanced forces on Earth. Their navy is called a self-defense force for political reasons, but it's one of the most capable navies in Asia. They operate helicopter carriers that are basically aircraft carriers in disguise. Their Aegis destroyers are among the best in the world. Japan's also ramping up defense, spending massively in response to China. They're buying hundreds of Tomahawk cruise missiles, F-35 stealth fighters, and developing hypersonic weapons. They haven't fought a war since 1945, which is a weakness, but their technology and training are elite level. Number 6, the United Kingdom. Britain might be a small island, but their military punches way above its weight. The SAS is arguably the best special forces unit in history. The Royal Navy operates 2 new aircraft carriers. British troops have been in continuous combat since 2001 in Iraq, Afghanistan, and various other operations. Here's what sets the UK apart: experience and intelligence. British intelligence services are world-class, and they've mastered coalition warfare. When complex international operations happen, British commanders are leading them because they've done it successfully for decades. Number 5, India. Over 1.4 million active troops. Nuclear weapons. Combat experience in multiple border conflicts with Pakistan and China. India has been modernizing rapidly, buying advanced fighters, building aircraft carriers, and developing indigenous weapons systems. What makes India dangerous is scale combined with nuclear capability. They've fought and won multiple wars against Pakistan. They're currently in a border standoff with China that could escalate at any time. And they're building a blue water navy to project power across the Indian Ocean. India is a sleeping giant that's waking up fast. Number 4, Israel. Pound for pound, the most capable military on this list. Israel has fought and won 6 major wars. They've conducted thousands of airstrikes and special operations. Their intelligence services are legendary. Iron Dome proved missile defense actually works. And every Israeli citizen serves in the military, creating a society built around defense. Israel's weakness is size. Small population, limited resources. But they've turned those limitations into advantages by focusing on quality over quantity. Israeli pilots are among the best trained in the world. Their special forces operate globally. and they've proven repeatedly that they can win wars against larger opponents. Number 3. China. The People's Liberation Army is massive. Over 2 million active troops, hundreds of ships, thousands of aircraft, and nuclear weapons. China has been modernizing at a pace that's genuinely impressive, building carriers, stealth fighters, and advanced missile systems. But here's the problem. China hasn't fought a real war since 1979. All that equipment is untested in combat. Their military is built on theory, not experience. Russia's struggles in Ukraine showed what happens when a military looks powerful on paper, but hasn't actually fought recently. Number 2. Russia. Before Ukraine, people would have ranked Russia higher. After Ukraine, some people rank them lower. Here's the truth. Russia is still a nuclear superpower with brutal conventional firepower. They've been in continuous combat for decades. Chechnya, Georgia, Syria, Ukraine. Russian soldiers have real war experience. Yes, Ukraine exposed weaknesses. Corruption, bad logistics, outdated tactics. But Russia is still grinding forward in Ukraine through sheer willpower and artillery. They have the world's largest nuclear arsenal. They're willing to take casualties that would break other countries. And they've shown they'll actually use their military, which matters more than having fancy equipment you're afraid to deploy. Number 1. The United States. This isn't even close. The US military is in a different category. 11 aircraft carriers. The most advanced air force by a massive margin. Nuclear submarines. Global logistics networks. Hundreds of military bases worldwide. And combat experience in every type of warfare imaginable. The US has been continuously at war for over 20 years. Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, countless other operations. American pilots have more flight hours than most countries' entire air forces. U.S. Special Forces operate in dozens of countries simultaneously, and the defense budget is bigger than the next 10 countries combined. But here's what really separates the U.S. Integration. American forces can coordinate air, sea, land, and space operations seamlessly. They can put precision munitions on any target on Earth within hours. And they've built a coalition network where allies depend on U.S. military capability, giving them leverage beyond just raw power. Could China eventually surpass the U.S.? Maybe, in 20 or 30 years, if current trends continue. But today, right now, the gap is still enormous. The U.S. military isn't just powerful. It's the only military on Earth that can project full-spectrum dominance globally and sustain it indefinitely. So that's the list. The 10 most powerful militaries based on actual combat capability. Not budget, not size, but proven ability to win wars. And if you want more military rankings that focus on real war performance instead of propaganda, hit subscribe and follow List Legend for rankings that actually matter.